Hello there everybody, this is Speckblocklime here with another video reaction from all the videos I do, favorite channel. Here to do video from the channel, a Swoozy, and this one's called Mystery Girl. So I'm gonna guess it's gonna be a story or a little mini story about some girl. Obviously, the Mystery Girl. What is he gonna talk about or say? How is they gonna say it? I don't know. Well, let's see what's gonna happen and get onto the video and find out. Here we go.
Yo. So before I was a pro gamer, I used to work at the Hard Rock Hotel. I haven't sat down here face to face and told you guys a story in a while, so I figured this week would be a good time to do that. See, Hard Rock Hotel used to hire a bunch of good-looking people. For example, I got hired.
Okay,
at the Hard Rock
come on,
Hotel.
Sweetie.
I'm joking, but seriously. Even the guys in the daycare center was like GQ model status, okay?
Alright.
I get out of work one day, my shift is over, I clock out. I'm like, you know what, let me go holler at my boy that works in here in the restaurant. I walk into the restaurant, round the corner, and there's this new hostess standing there. That girl has been running through my head for the last 2 or 3 years. I saw the physical manifestation of the girl that had been jumping in and out of my head.
Oh, you had one of those moments.
I walk up to her.
It's like when you imagine someone and then that person is real.
Today? And she's like, I'll go check. And she turns around and walks off, and I'm just like, you've got to be joking me. Comes back with Gary. I'm like, hey Gary, you getting out of here anytime soon? He's like, dude, I'm done. Let's go. And as soon as we're in the clear, I'm like, dude, you have to tell me who that girl is, if she has a man. I need the full rundown right now. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna
He's censoring the name,
bleeping
obviously.
out her name.
Sounds weird though, but
he's like, dude, no, trust me, you don't want anything to do with that girl. I'm like, why, she got some psychotic boyfriend or something? He's like, yeah, she does have a psychotic ex. She's single right now, but trust me, dude, she's not the kind of girl you want to get involved with. She's cool to have as a friend, but she's the kind of girl that doesn't return your phone calls, doesn't return text messages, doesn't even comment you back on MySpace. I mean, that's the kind of girl that we're talking about.
The social media, how it was starting to build more. I mean, we had it a little bit already, but it was like starting to build more.
Did you not see your face? You see how you didn't see that? Do we need to go back? Because maybe you didn't get a good look at this girl's face. This girl is gorgeous from head to toe. You did not see. You didn't see. You didn't see that. So Gary's like, okay, you know what? I know you don't like girls that smoke. She smokes, and I'm just like. Oh. So the next day I go into work, and I'm in the office with my boy John, and I'm like, John, there's this girl who's a hostess over in the kitchen. Bro, this girl is visually stunning. And he's like, oh, the 12. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I'm like, the 12? He's like, dude, the day she got hired, she came out to the pool, and like all of us were out there, and it was unanimous. On a scale of 1 to 10, everybody said, this girl's a 12. And I'm like, the 12?
Damn, that's like crazy. That's crazy. That's gonna be
our code name for her, the 12.
Alright, that's the name I'm gonna use from now.
Jackie, she walks in, and she's like, what are you guys talking about? I'm like, Jackie, there's this hostess girl that works in the kitchen. And she's like, who, Thong Girl? And I'm like, Thong Girl? Everybody has a code name for this girl. Why are you calling her Thong Girl?
She sits out in the smoke area, leaning over the table, smoking, and her thong is sticking all out for everybody to... She knows she's doing that.
She sits out by the smoke area? With her thong hanging out?
Knew where he was getting it.
Yes, it's so disgusting. Oh my gosh.
I'm like, that's not cool.
I know where he's going.
That she smokes? I'm joking. Now, Gary was right. Gary knew me pretty well. He knows that the instant I see a girl smoking, it's like a switch that goes off in my head. I can't explain it. It's just pretty girl, smoking, attraction, gone. But
yeah, people have that different
later,
sometimes for stuff like that.
Work, and the smoke area is right outside the entrance for the employees.
Alright.
And is there. and she's smoking.
Okay.
And as I get closer to the building, I see her smoking, but the attraction level doesn't do the whole downward spiral out of control. None of that happens.
All
And she's
right.
there
This must be
smoking,
interesting.
leaning over the table. So as I enter the building, I kind of look up, and it's kind of like this.
Oh, okay. And now he's seeing a certain thing about.
Me and another lifeguard were talking one time, and he was just like, dude, I hate coming into work and seeing because the rest of my day is ruined. And I'm like, you too? That happens to me. So fast forward to that little window where Florida was getting hit with hurricane after hurricane
Ooh.
after hurricane. Some of you guys remember that time?
Which is why
Our
I don't know.
hotel let us stay in
Florida.
the rooms
Ooh.
for free. Me and all the employees just were hanging out. But you know, you get cooped up in that room for long enough, get a little bored. So everybody hops on their phone. They're just like, meet out by the smoke area. So I walk out, and Gary's standing there. And so is the 12, aka Thong Girl, whichever you want to call her. She was standing there too. And Gary's just smiling because he knows the internal battle I have going on. I haven't really spoken too much to her. You know, I talked to her in passing, but we've never really had a sit-down talk. So now all of us are sitting out by this table. Me, Gary, Marie, a few other girls, and the 12.
All right.
And out of nowhere, Marie busts out with, I need some action tonight. You know what? It's been like 11 months since I had some action. I need to hook up with somebody tonight.
Oh my.
And I'm just like, Marie, come on now. You know, exercise some self-control. There's only two types of people in this hotel tonight, okay? Co-workers and guests. Now, I know you don't want to hook up with the guest. And I'm pretty sure you don't want to hook up with a coworker. And she's like, self-control? I know you get this way too, AT. Come on now. Come on now. Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Big Talk. When was the last time you got some action? And I'm like, define action. She's like, sex. When was the last time you had sex? Mr. Self-control? And I'm like, never. And then everything at the table just stopped. You heard the needle on the record scratch.
Oh my god.
Like, what did you just say? And I'm like, never. So then, like, I'm looking at all the girls' faces that are sitting across from me, and it's this blank expression. Wait. So then Thong Girl
Oh, okay.
speaks up.
Have
She's
more.
like, wait, stop. AT, you've never had sex? And I'm like, no. So she responds with, you're not lying, are you? You're lying, aren't you? I'm like, no, you see this cross? It's not there for fashion.
I mean, yeah.
I'm just saying. So then Thong Girl's like, I don't understand how somebody as ridiculously good looking as you is still a virgin. And I was just like, did this girl just say that? Ridiculously good looking? So the conversation goes on.
Now he's
and
interested
then
a little
Marie
more.
leans over and whispers in my ear. She was like, you did hear what said, right? That you were ridiculously good looking. Now's your moment. You should go say something to her. That's what I do. You know, I scoot over a little bit and I
All
start
right, let's see how
chit-chatting.
things
She
are
was
moving
like, I
on.
thought it'd be more exciting hanging out with my friends here for the hurricane, but everybody's just drinking. It's not a whole lot of fun. And I'm like,
Alright.
well, I mean, you know, me and the boys have an Xbox up in my room. And she's like, are you serious? Do you guys have Halo? And I'm like, you play Halo? She's like, well, I don't play too much Halo. The game I play most is Dead or
Right.
Alive.
Oh, look at him. Found a girl that has some similar
Okay,
interests.
nice
in
try.
like,
Nice try. You know, did Gary tell you to say that? Gary told you to say that, didn't he? She's like, no. I'm like, yeah, no, yeah, Gary, you know what? Okay, I'll tell you what. Name one character and name one stage in Dead or Alive. And she's like, well, you're talking about Dead or Alive 3, right? And I'm like, because that at the time, that was the most recent DOA.
Alright.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm talking about Dead or Alive 3. She's like, I don't know a lot of the characters' names, or the stage names, but I know there is that one stage where you're like fighting in the forest and like you hit the trees and the leaves come down. And the character I only use one person. And I don't know her name, but she's this purple-haired girl with the short purple hair. That's the one I use. So I'm like,
Oh my
yeah,
god.
I
No,
happen to
no,
have
he's
Girl
getting
Life 3
nervous.
in my room, and it
Oh.
also is my favorite game. So she's like, you mind if I come up to your room? And I'm like, mm-mm. She's like, all right, cool, yeah. I'll be by in about 15 minutes. So she pulls out her pack of cigarettes, and I'm just like, why do you smoke? She's like, you know what, AT, I've been trying to stop for the last few months off and on, and I finally stopped, but
Oh.
I don't know, I
The
just
stress
keep picking it
probably.
back up. And
The
I'm like, I'll tell you what,
addictiveness and probably a little bit of stress.
give me your cigarettes. Just stop right here, cold turkey, just give me your cigarettes. There is no stopping, just stop. So she's like, you know what, you're right. So she hands me her pack. So goes back to the table. She stands me up. She never shows up to my room.
Oh.
But it's okay, because, once the hurricane passed and we all got back to work, me and her are talking all the time. I got her
Alright.
number. I would text her. She'd text me back. And this girl's leaving me MySpace comments. Coincidentally, now, all of a sudden, we're taking our breaks at the same time. It
Alright.
was
That's great. That's interesting.
magical. And it's also
Oh.
around this time I got the phone call from DirecTV about the Championship Gaming Invitational, the first one. So now I'm telling her, like, these guys are about to fly me out to San Francisco.
I mean, yeah,
to
great
play
opportunity.
DOA on TV.
Look at that.
So I go to
Time
San
to rise up.
Francisco, do my thing. I get back, and Gary sees me. And Gary's like, dude, I got bad news for you. Well, you know that one guy that works in the daycare center? Yeah. Him and are dating now.
Oh.
And I'm like, but I left for 4 days. And she's dating this dude? The whole weekend, all she's been doing is talking about this guy. Just like I told you, not worth your time, dude. See how much she was talking with you, and then next minute, boom.
I mean,
I
yeah,
tried to
I
warn
guess
you.
you kind of friend zoned
And it
him.
did sting a little bit. It did, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Kind of bad.
So now you might ask, Swoozy, why are you telling us this story? Well, if Thong Girl was a 12, there's this girl I bumped into a few days ago who was like a 15.
Oh.
And, I really thought I'd be able to tell you guys the rest of the story, but I can't bring myself to do it. It just
Alright.
hurts too bad. So I'll tell you what, my friend Will, or William, in Sarasota, he knows the rest of this story. William, the only way they're going to hear the rest of the story is if you get on and make a video and explain the way you heard it, because I can't sit here and tell it again. I thought I'd be able to turn on the camera and talk about it again, but it just-
hope if he ever
it
does
hurts
say
too
it
much.
himself.
I know you have a camera. I know you can post video responses. So, if these guys can convince you in the comments, I can't do it right now.
I wonder if he ever does say it.
I'm done.
Oh wow, the video just ended abruptly. Yeah, this is where some people still didn't have a concrete ending to their videos yet. Ooh, this was an interesting story. I'm stretching a little. Sometimes the sitting isn't great, so I have to stretch a little. Oh, okay. But anyway, that was an interesting story. Not really much I can add because it's his story. If it's something else, I can probably talk about it a little more. But I will say, that sucks. He got friend zoned. I guess maybe that's what all she saw, and I'm like, ooh, like, I think when you meet someone, maybe you should take a shot, and if they just go no, then maybe you could become friends. It's a little complicated. I think it's just do a shot, and if it just doesn't work, then it just doesn't work. Unless you think you can build up something a little bit, and I guess do that a little bit, but try not to get friend zoned too hard. I don't know. What I was gonna say, yeah, I guess I'm not saying don't take my advice to like heavy heart. It's just something I'm thinking about, And obviously, Susie has said a few things, but interesting story. I liked it though. I don't think I was laughing, but I thought it was interesting. I guess chuckles, but nothing like actually laughing at what his problem because it's kind of complicated. But anyways, I'll put a link down below to the channel and obviously the video. Always do that. Always try to make sure they're always down there. Hopefully check them out, and hopefully come out and check out all the stuff we are working on and got. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you get notified about future videos. I try to also put a link down below to social medias and anything else we're working on. Hopefully you guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves. This is Speckblocklime. Hopefully we can keep getting support. And maybe one day we can make some, interesting stuff, anniversary videos and all that stuff. I think a year has already passed a certain time, but I don't want to celebrate that yet. Unless, maybe I'll make a video for something about it. Maybe I'll make a late video, like, just saying, like, oh, a year has passed. I know it's not exactly that, but I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully you guys are okay, taking care of yourselves. And hopefully your relationships don't go a little hard like this. See you guys next time.